He gonna see us through. He gonna see us through. He is gonna see us through. I am a firm believer. He gonna see us through, and we're gonna win. We're gonna win. I want to see justice. How can an officer sleep at night, be with his family each and every day, and not have a care of feeling in the world what he did to me and my family, tore us apart, tore us apart. And we have to sit there and celebrate on anniversaries of the death of my son and the death of her son and everybody else's son or daughter. You know, them people didn't even give me a call to say we sorry for your loss when my son died. They harassed me and my kids. We couldn't move around in Fayetteville. They harassed us every day. We was going through hell with the police department. That's why I know my youngest son was targeted. But I wish I would have moved a long time ago and got my baby boy up out of there. But hey, he gonna come home too. I gonna make a way. He coming up out of there too. But I just want to say I thank you, ladies, for having me, for reaching out to me and my family. Thank you, Michelle, for getting in contact with me. I wouldn't have known if you wouldn't have did it. I thank y'all ladies very, very much. And like I said, just hold on, Michelle, and all the rest of the mothers. I love y'all, and y'all hold on. We got this.
You know what, Miss Knight, it take a strong person to sit there and go through and tell everything that you've been through and still come out with hope. And I thank God for you. I thank God for everything that you just said, because in the end, whether they get it on earth or whether they get it in hell, it's gonna be God, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
So all we can do is hold on, keep fighting, keep trusting God, and a change will come. Ms. McCray, what would you like to say to the mothers out there who have lost their sons, and what would you like to just pour out into this atmosphere right now?
That I feel your pain and I understand what it's like to lose a child. There's no hurt like that. That's a different kind of pain. I never experienced pain like that before. And it really hurts. It hurts. Hurt is an understatement. That was, I just feel like a part of me left when my son took his last breath. And again, also like Tracy said, our children are being targeted. And I do feel that they are being targeted because our older sons were murdered by the police, because my son is innocent, but you locked him up. And I do really believe that they're being targeted. And, but back to what God say, he gonna give us our children back in the future. He gonna undo everything that Satan's done in this system. So we, like she said, we just gotta hold on. The change is coming, and hold on to that faith, because it's coming, and it's coming soon. And I really hate that. Everybody's lives has changed due to the death of their child, because I'm pretty sure once we all were healthy women working and living our lives, doing what we need to do, being the queens that we were. And also, like I went through losing everything that I had, my apartment, my car, everything, to the point that I'm still living with my mother, but it's gonna be all right. And again, to all those ladies out there, I'm with you and I understand and I love you.
Thank you. And I know that it takes a lot to really sit down and talk about loss. My mother lost her son to police violence over in 2017, I believe that was. So I do understand, how it can tear you down, and it takes a lot to build back up. It's a tragedy. It's a travesty that we have to go through so much just because of the color of our skin, and our son are male, because they are kings and we are queens. And I do hate that this happened. And if I could replace it and it could be done all over again, I will help to heal each and every one of you. Is there anything else you ladies would like to share for this evening? Because I don't want to put y'all in any kind of position where I ask you something or anything that will trigger anything. Because you have poured your souls on this Zoom tonight, and that's a hard thing to do, especially in front of people.
Ask me anything, baby. I'm ready. These gonna be tears of joy, baby.
Okay, so
it's tears of joy, baby. People just ask me, my brothers and sisters, and them, I always say they can't never walk in my shoes, because Lawrence wasn't the only child that I lost. I woke up in 1996. My twin, my daughter, the one and only daughter that's still living, her identical twin, was dead beside me. So I buried 2 babies. Honey, I done been through it. I done been in domestic violence. I woke up, my baby was 3 months old and she was gone. I buried her in 96. I buried Lawrence in 2013. 2014, my youngest son got locked up. So I done had 2 DWIs, driving and drinking. The second one I got was when they told me that the police was justified. So I went and got drunk and got pulled. I had to do time in jail. I done been through it all from losing my son. So hey, anything y'all ask me, baby, I'm telling y'all, the happy voice I got right now, it took them many years to get back to this. Because I'm telling you, I was in a dark place, but I'm God done pulled me out. He done pulled me out. I ain't saying I'm saved and sanctified, but I tell you, that man up above, he got me. I don't even have a relationship with my daughter, but I tell you, one day she gonna come around and she gonna know who's mine. But I'm telling you, I have done came out of this darkness and this bitterness.
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to reach way down and pick you up. So what for you, Miss Knight, what do you see next as far as justice? What do you want to what would you like to see happen? What are you doing next?
I would love to see Denton Little be on that trial. And I would love to see this man's face. Never seen this man's face. Never got an apology for him, the chief back then, or nobody. I would love to sit down and tell this man and let him see the hurt, whether he it be I don't know the word for it, whether he care or not. I want his ass, excuse my language, I want him to go to damn jail the same way they put our kids in jail. Mm-hmm. He need to be sitting in there too. He need to be sitting right in there facing the same consequences what any black man or a black woman would get. Yes, that's the justice I want to see.
How about you, Miss McCray? Unmute your microphone for me.
Okay, okay. I feel the same way. I would love to see Fayetteville be locked up too. You murdered somebody, you need to go to jail for murder too. That ain't just for black people, it's for y'all too. Just because you had a badge don't make it no different, and then you was off duty. Yes, I would love to see him spend some time for first-degree murder and manslaughter, because that's what it was. And I never understand why he had to shoot so many times. I never. And just seeing those holes in my son, I was looking at the autopsy photos. Oh my gosh, those holes are so big you could put 3 fingers in them. Yes, I would love to see him locked up. Very much so.
And you know what? In order to continue to do this, and in order to make sure that we get the justice that we need, we got to continue to fight. We got to continue to put these stories. Everybody's not George Floyd. Everybody's not going to be on videotape and put on national news. So it's going to take small beginnings. It's going to take the pressure. It's going to take local organizations like Fayetteville PACT. It's going to take y'all mothers. It's going to take a community. It's to never let it die, because one day, by and by, it's going to all come to pass. And if we continue to fight and we continue to push, it's going to build some pressure on it. And you know what pressure do? It busts pipes. So guess what? After a while, them pipes going to start busting and tingling, coming down. Because just because it's not in East Compton or in these big cities, it happens right here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It happened right here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We got 2 witnesses right here that say they lost their children right here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So why can't Fayetteville, North Carolina, why can't these mothers get some justice? Why can't these mothers get some peace? Why can't these cases be heard? I do appreciate you ladies. And I don't want to let y'all off like this, because I do believe in putting back what we taken out, because y'all shed so much. And I know how God can come in and, like you say, come down to the low and pick you up. So I'm not a psychologist. I'm a peer support, because I went through a lot of traumatization. So I help other people, when they're going through what they're going through. So I do peer support. So what I want to do with you guys is I just want to say a quick prayer with you. I believe in the power of prayer, and I believe that God can heal and God will heal and deliver. And I'm going to just say this quick prayer, and it's not going to be no all-night prayer. Lord God, I ask that you bring these ladies peace. I ask that you bring them justice. Let them get the rest in their body, in their mind. Let them get the rest and the peace when they're sleeping, Lord. Give them a good night rest. Watch over them and keep them whole. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. It's just that simple, because you ladies came on here tonight and expressed how you felt. And I got 5 kids. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine. I'm horrified for my boy to drive. I got to be in the car with him every time he go down the road. And it shouldn't be like that as mothers. It shouldn't be like that as a young man who's getting ready to go out here in this world. It shouldn't be like that. But it's a reality that we're facing right now, and it's crippling. And where do we get our justice and where do we get our peace? And so, ladies, did y'all want to say anything else tonight? I do appreciate both of you.
Well, can you hear me?
Yes,
well, I just want to say I really appreciate you guys reaching out and giving me a chance to even speak, because I know in the beginning when we first started, Tracy was there too, because I know we held rallies, and I was up all night making posters, and Ellen Rogers was supposed to get the news crew to come out and cover us, but the news crew never came. And I don't know if Tracy remembered that, because we was out there in Rayford and we marched around and everything. And then I seemed like all of a sudden all that stuff just died down, because I know before I have done and been in front of news reporters, and I have, stood up and talked just like I'm talking now, but they never played none of my interviews on TV. They never played them. You never saw none of my interviews or anything like that. They just cut it. I remember Nicole Carr coming to even do an interview with me. They wouldn't even let her, cover the story. So this time I just hope my story, go worldwide, and everybody know my son's name and his face, because that was just a first-degree murder, and all the officials did whatever they could do to cover it up. They really did. And to this day, like I said, I don't know what this man had over the chief of police in Whole Mills, or just what he had going on, period. Because from my understanding, this man has a long rap sheet himself, and they did whatever they can do to tear him, get him off the force, so he won't be a liability to them. And that basically that's what they done. So yes, I want this to go worldwide. I want everybody to see my son's face and know his name. That's,
Ms. McCray, will you please tell us his name clearly, the year that he was taken from you, and if you got a picture? you can show that as well.
You got a little picture? I got one on my phone. My son's name was Kevin Dejon Grissett. He was 25 years old at the time he was shot 5 times in the back by an officer. And this is a picture of my son. Let me get this picture. This is my favorite. Where did it go? Because he was always in the mirror with me when I'm but this is the one that everybody see. I don't know. Can you see this? Can you see him?
Bring it down. Yeah, bring it down. Come closer. There you go. Come over. Yeah, right there.
This is Kevin Grissett, the sweetest person you ever could have met. He had a heart of gold, and I miss him dearly. God miss him dearly. I would give anything to hear him say, "Mama, I love you. You know you're my baby, right?" Oh my goodness. All them days I miss those mornings, and I have one more right here, but that's my son. That's my baby. My firstborn.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Tracy, would you like to say your son's name and his story and show a picture of him as well?
Ma'am, hey, I got a big one.
Look at my Lord.
I got plenty of those.
Yeah.
This is my boy, the superstar, AKA Nunu. His name was Lawrence Edward Graham III, 20 years old when it took my baby life. He died July the 2nd, 2013. And hey, everybody loved him, especially the ladies. But
let me tell you,
he was loved by many. He was loved by many kids and everything. He was going to Fayetteville Tech at the time when all this was going, But hey, I miss him dearly. As she say, my baby favorite food was my chicken wings and dirty rice. If I could hear him say that again, hey, but this my boy. This my boy.
I would like to share a picture with Tracy and you guys online.
Go ahead.
Tracy, you remember this?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I seen now. They always with that finger up. Lord have mercy. Yeah.
Our children was the best of friends.
Yeah.
And those were the sweetest guys. They were they were good. They were good young men. They were not disrespectful. None of that. They was the sweetest young men you ever wanted to meet. Well-mannered. They carried themselves nice. And I guess it's the fear of being a black male with more than one person or crew or whatever. If you with more than 3, it's a crew, it's a gang. But they was never like that. They tried to start their own business. That's what their shirts are about. Young Duck Dynasty. They was trying to open up a club. Trace, I don't know if you know about that or not.
Yeah, they told me.
Yeah, they was trying to open up their own club so they could make their money. That's what they was about. And like their life ended too soon. And who knows, they probably would have been very successful,
right,
businessmen and everything. And my son has 3 kids that has to grow up without him. And his oldest son will be 16 this year. He was 9 years old when he died. And I think his baby was 4 or 5 when he died. As a matter of fact, she was 4. She was just turning 5 when he died.
Wow.
Yes.
Look at that. And they look at the young Black men, young African American men, and they see one thing, but they don't even see the love in them. They don't see the charity they have in them. They don't see the people that love them behind them. All they see is a brown skin and a threat, when it's not like that. They just trying to live their life. And I do appreciate you ladies for speaking up tonight. Kathy Graves, the co-founder and the president of Fayetteville PACT, had arranged this for you guys. And
thank you.
I do believe in the hard work that she produces out here. And she is a fighter. And, you know, I believe that justice one day in Fayetteville will come, and it's gonna come. Whether, you know, it's gotta come. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. James is our moderator for tonight. He's been moderating Facebook Live for us. James, is there anything you would like to say in closing tonight?
Yeah, just thank y'all for coming on. Thank y'all for coming on and sharing y'all testimony. I actually sent this link to my mother, who is in Fayetteville, so she's on here right now, just listening to y'all testimonies and what y'all.
Mom.
How you doing?
Yeah, I just can't imagine like how she would feel in that situation. And yeah, once again, just appreciate y'all for coming and sharing y'all testimonies. It definitely like enlightened the situation and how like intense it is in Fayetteville, how intense it always will be in Fayetteville until we start making changes ourselves. And it starts with us. If not us, then who? But yeah, that's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Thank you, James. I don't know if Miss Kathy is back with us yet or if she's available. I know she's out moderating as well. But just want to say thank you, ladies. If you don't have anything else to say, I don't want to hold you up all night. It's been very, very eye-opening, and it's been very helpful, hurting and healing at the same time, you know. There go Kathy.
Hi, everyone. I just want to say I really appreciate you guys taking your time out to come and express how you feel, even after all these years. And, you know, we are here for you, and we will always be here for you, and we'll do whatever we can to get that justice, no matter how long it takes, and no matter who we have to run down to get that justice. And you know, I really do appreciate both of y'all taking y'all time out to discuss further of how y'all are healing and still can't heal, because you know, no one can ever heal from a loss, no matter what.
Right.
And when there's injustice is even worse, you know. So I do want to say we appreciate your time. Fayetteville PACT is always here. You know that we have a rapport with you, Miss Michelle, for years now.
Yeah.
And we'll continue to fight for justice as well. For Miss Knight, for Lawrence Graham, we say his name all the time. We say everyone's name that has had this type of injustice, no matter what. And we will continue to fight, and we are going to be here for longevity. We're not going anywhere. And we'll go and put everybody on the front stew. Who did this? Who did that? We don't have a problem with that.
Right.
Because it's about accountability and transparency, and no one should get away with murder.
Right. I'm
That's
in
true.
Georgia, but hey, you need me,
Show them
email
that
me,
people
do
do
whatever.
Yeah, I
So
tell
we
you,
do
but
appreciate that. And I know this Mother's Day is not, you know, I know just even with this panel, it's not going to take away the pain and the suffering and the fact that you guys feel like, you know, there was no justice even with your attorney. But we are here. As you see, Sharmella, she's been with Fayetteville PACT for many years, for peer support, psychology, trauma, whatever you need. And we'll be here, and we're going to continue to say the names, and we're going to continue to write the DOJ. We're going to continue to say, hey, we need some investigation in our DA, our investigations in our attorneys, our investigations in our judges, and we just need to keep fighting, even at the state level. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere, and we're going to make sure this justice is done, because I can't sleep.
right.
I can't sleep until I know that no one is in bondage, period, no matter what.
Right.
So I personally, Kathy Greggs, can't sleep.
Right. And you mentioned about Mother's Day, and I have to be honest, I have been really getting really depressed, because, you know, like, I mean, with the boys being gone and relationship is not all that well with your daughters, because, you know, my daughters are not speaking to me either. And, you know, sometimes I just feel alone, like, you know, my little family just broken all up. And it is depressing, because the thing I know that, you know, no matter what, my boys will be at the front line. Mama, I love you. And, you know, this, and and it ain't easy. It's kind of depressing, and it makes me sad. It makes me sad.
Well, with me, I'm telling y'all, I'm fighting, and I've been depressed for too long, y'all. I done gave it to God. I'm letting go, and I'm getting ready to be spirit free. Mother's Day is coming, and I'm off, and I'm going to enjoy with my grandbabies. That's what's going to keep me smiling and joy. My grandkids. I've been depressed for too long. And it's time for me to come on. I'm telling y'all, hey, I'm a fighter. Michelle, you're going to break that cycle. You're going to come out of it. We might be still cry. We're going to mourn. But baby, this happiness that I'm feeling and I got, that I know we're going to get justice for our kids. It took a long time for it to come. But I'm telling you, baby, it's coming. It's coming. And, I'm trying to get married one day. Hey, I can't be bringing that up in there.
Wouldn't that be lovely? I know that's right.
I'm healing slowly but surely, but I'm healing.
Yes, I know that's right.
I didn't always smile like this. I'm clear I didn't, but I'm telling you.
I didn't either, but I have to honestly say last year was pretty good, but this year is starting off to be even much better because I'm like I said, I have my highs and I have my lows, but I'm winged. I just ride the wave when it comes, but overall I'm okay. I just got some health issues, but I'm okay.
I know y'all. I know we get ready to go, but I'm gonna ride off you with this thing with like this year has been one of my greatest years. Last year was one of my worst. I caught COVID in April, and I didn't know if I was gonna die or not. I was out of work for 2 long months. I had every dang on thing COVID brought to me, but I fought and I survived. Came March the 14th, I lost my father for Alzheimer's and dementia. Come April the 7th, I lost my best cousin in the world. And after that, I lost another family member. Then in December, I lost my grandma, my mom's mom in COVID. Then my cousin lost her husband. So I had a bad year last year, but guess what? I'm still standing.
That's right.
That's right.
We gotta fight.
I'm still standing.
We gotta fight to fight.
That's right. We may wobble, but we don't fall down.
That's right.
All right, ladies. I appreciate you all. I love you. God bless you. Keep fighting. Keep pressing. You get up, you get down, whatever it takes. Just keep moving.
That's right.
That's right.
And if you need me y'all contact me.
Yeah, contact me if y'all need me to speak, say anything on a Zoom. Let me know ahead of time. And I'm there. If I can be there, I'm there.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you. Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Good night.
See if I can get off this thing.